Hey everyone, welcome back, and in today's video we're going through every modification on my Seat Ibiza. So to go through the car, what we're going to do is we're going to start at the front, make our way to the back. So the car itself is, I've had it for around 30,000 miles, quite a few modifications done to it. It is my daily driver, so kind of the OEM plus look is what's in mind. Starting off though, you'll see from the front, we've got a little private plate, 4D. Some people like 4D, some people don't. Do what you think. And then we've gone for the wide mouth. So the wide mouth actually is just a bit of vinyl. We've had a few people come back and forth saying, how do you do it? Essentially, you just get a bit of vinyl and you cut it in line, stick it down. All looks quite smart. I think it changes the look of the car, so I really like it. And that's why I did it. Then coming down, we've got the official Seat splitter. So if you ordered the aero kit from Seat, you used to get this, but the front piece was painted blue or the same body colour, and it made it look quite thin, quite silly. So when I got it, I asked them to paint it all black, and they were like, actually it looks really smart. That's why a lot of people go, oh, what splitter do you have? It is the Seat Ibiza official aero kit one. Coming to the front, in front of the grille, this has also been de-chromed. I'm not a massive fan of chrome, especially for like little outlines and stuff. Badge I think works quite well with the lights, but for me it's very much de-chrome the front and leave the badge to match in with the full LED lights. I've also tinted the fog lights just to darken the car down again at the front, keep it quite neat, keep it quite smart, shall we say. I really like the look of the front of the car. It's a very good looking car anyway. The sharp lines really do accentuate the colour of the car, and then adding the little bits of touches of black kind of brings it all together, in my opinion anyway. Making our way around the side of the car, you'll see we've got the wheels. So the wheels are obviously the upgraded wheels that you can get on the FR Sport. I have balled them out slightly, so I've got 15mm spacers on the front, 20mm on the rear. That really sorts out the fitment. And then I've dropped the car by 30mm with H&R lowering springs. So obviously lowering springs give you less body roll, and it made the car a little bit stiffer, but also drops it, gives it a really nice look. So for me, I 100% recommend doing that. Moving up the side, we've got the little FR decal. Again, it's a little £10 eBay purchase. Really cheap, really easy to do. It adds something else to the car. Again, can be tacky if you don't do it right, but for me it's come out really well. And then a nice little sun strip on the top. It's really good because it blocks the sun, but again creates the black going right the way across the roof. On the side we've got the indicators. So these are dynamic indicators, they move. Insert video clip here. So yeah, we've got the dynamic indicators. There is a video on how to fit these on the channel. Again, just adds something little to the side of the car. Again, going for that OEM plus look. Nothing too much over the top, but again, just enough. Running down the side of the car, we've got the side skirts. Again, this is part of the Seat Ibiza aero kit. I could have got these painted black, but for me, I just wanted to extend the door line out a little bit. Again, TRC also makes them and Maxton also make them, so you kind of work out which kit you really like, but for me, I was quite happy with the Seat aero kit. Moving up to the top of the car, we've got the little lip extender. So this one was from Division Motorsport. Maxton also make one, I think TRC do as well. Again, it's just one of those standard 3M tapes on top of the splitter or the spoiler, and then gives you a little bit of a look. Again, some people like it, some people don't. I've also wrapped the rear part of the roof black. So wrapping that black has meant that the glass panoramic roof kind of creates the entire look. If not, this part was blue and that was black. Just didn't look really right for me. So wrapping the whole piece black made that next level. Coming around to the rear of the car, I've got fly eye on the rear lights. Rear lights always quite bright. I always like to darken it down like I was saying before. Fly eye works really well because it's quite easy to manipulate. The Ibiza has really annoying to wrap concurves on the rear lights, so using fly eyes made it a lot easier to do. Tints it down, but also doesn't affect any of the lights. If you're not sure really what fly eye is, it's just tiny little bits of mesh. But because it's so close together, it makes it look tinted and darker. Coming around to the back of the car, we've got the Riga diffuser. Now the Riga diffuser I think is the best looking diffuser for the Ibiza. Obviously they do have fake tips in it still. You can get one that has the cutout if you are going to put a different back box on. I didn't end up going down that route. It was something I considered but never really got there. But the Ryger diffuser, again, video on how to fit it. I really like it. Really brings the rear end of the car together. Really does look the bee's knees, if you ask me. So exterior wise of the car, that's kind of it. It's, again, like I said, OEM plus, gives you that little feel of it's slightly modified but not over the top. That's kind of what I'm going for. Again, it's my daily driver, so it was kind of give it that little bit of spice, but nothing too much. I'm going to look underneath the bonnet now on what has been done on here. So you'll be able to see the bonnet itself opens up because of the struts. A little video on how they fit. But yeah, so I've got the struts sent out, gives it a nice little pop point, and then obviously the biggest, most obvious part is the induction kit. So this is the Form 7 induction kit that I helped develop. I really love it. It makes noises, which is sick. And yeah, I'm very happy with how it comes out. The rest of the engine bay is pretty standard. You can get little different blow-off valves and stuff, but I was quite happy with what I had. Again, with the induction kit having that little bit of noise. The rest of it, just a standard IB for 1 litre. Nothing too fancy about them. What's great is you can get really high mileage. You know, you can do 65 miles, 50 miles to the gallon quite happily. So long drives works really well for this car. Again, it's a perfect little daily. I can't say anything more. But anyway, going on with the mods, that's pretty much the engine bay. So you've got the struts and you've got the induction kit. Again, there's a lot of people who've done loads of stuff with their engine bays, but for me, I kept it pretty simple. So moving on to the interior, the place where you spend most of your time, and luckily with the Ibiza is actually quite a nice place to be, quite standard. I added in an armrest, absolutely necessary. Again, video on how to fit that. I really like it, really recommend it. I've also got a dash cam in, hardwired into the fuse box. Really simple to do, would recommend doing that to anyone. It's front and rear. Yeah, it's definitely worth it, just in case you ever have an unfortunate accident. Moving on, steering wheel. I've got a steering wheel wrap on it, so Alcantara on the top and bottom and leather on the side. I really like the look of it. The standard steering wheel is okay, but it just has a little bit more flair to it. So moving on down to the pedal box, I've got some pedal covers over the pedals, and then on the dead plate I've got a Seat FR sort of machine cut dead pedal cover, which I think makes quite a nice difference. And that's really the interior. Again, like, it's a nice place to be. Obviously having the upgraded seats makes a massive difference. So it's quite nice, quite lucky to start with, and then just these little things that make just a little bit of sauce difference. And then moving on to the sound upgrades. So there's 2 sound upgrades with this car. I've got a little 12-inch sub in the back, 1000 watt amp sort of hid up behind this little area. It does move around a little bit. I need to kind of fix it. But that's, again, something I can fix myself. I like a bit of music, so obviously the subwoofer makes a nice difference. And then exhaust-wise, so the car itself has a mid-res delete. I was going to go for a back box, I found it a bit too garish for a daily driver. So the mid-res gives it a little bit of a growl and a purr, but nothing over the top. And that's kind of the roundup of the sound upgrades. It's quite a simple modification, but yeah, mid-res delete and a little subwoofer go quite nicely wherever you want to listen to bass or listen to your exhaust purr. So that's pretty much it. There's only a couple other bits like tinted windows and painted calipers, which are all pretty standard in all other cars. But yeah, this is how I've modified my Seat Ibiza 6F to fit me for my daily driving purpose. So it's OEM plus. I think my favourite mods definitely were doing the springs and the spacers. That really brought the entire exterior of the car together. You know, sorting out the fitment was just a game changer. Anyway, hopefully you have enjoyed all the mods and how I've built my Ibiza to work for me. If you've got an Ibiza, let me know what mods you've done which have completely changed your car. It's always exciting to see what other people do, or anything you said that you think that I should do next to mine. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. Please like, comment, rate and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.